In the air to right, and he did it again!
If you are interested in an 18 mini tournament, winner take all $25, let me know. We'll get you in and send you the details. Welcome back to another Lefties 2 broadcast. And we're going to do top 10 level 9s. And the cool thing about having the full swing account being on level 9 is you can see all the players on level 9. So that really helps. And I think, if you're a rookie in this game, you're just starting out and you see this video, you're like, who should I play? What's my lineup like? What players should I use? And no matter what, most veterans are going to say pitching is your most important game. Right? Get your pitcher max as fast as possible. And therefore, if you need to win, you can win with really good pitching because you can get lucky with hitting every so often. But just thinking, if every single one of your players is at level 9, as in the legendary cards, they start at level 9. So that's kind of a good basis of where to start. And if you play level 9 tournaments in the future, when they ever have it, might be a good idea to grab it. Now, of course, there's 88 players. I'm not going through all of them. That would be ridiculous. So this is just the top 10. Again, the cool thing is with 88 players, you have your own opinions. So let's get right into it. And of course, I'll give you my explanation to why I think these people are a top 10 fixture in the game. Number 10. Number 10 is going to be Mickey. Now, Mickey, why I ask, right? He's one of the very first legendary cards you get in the game. But that contact, right? Again, when you're a low-level player and you have offensive needs, defense isn't necessarily going to win you games. It just isn't. Even at the highest level, defense is probably the worst stat in the game as of now until they fix that. But contact is important. And Mickey doesn't have a great power at level 9, but the contact is elite at level 9. So getting those good hits is going to help you get those extra little wins here and there. So Mickey, level 9. Also, he could jump and rob some balls as well. So the defense does come in handy here, but he's number 10. Number 9. This one, again, in lower levels. Lower levels, you're going to be able to steal a lot of singles. He's not an offensive weapon. You'll bat him like 8th in your lineup, more likely. But the idea that his throwing distance and speeds are greatly increased, you put him in right field, you get those little shots to, right field, and he guns down the first baseman. You can even put him at center at times as well. But I think if you're playing lower levels, that shot to center is usually a little bit slower. So right field is probably the best place to have him. But in the beginning of the game, he's going to save you a lot of runs in the outfield. That's why he's number 9 for me. Number 8. Wade. All right, so Wade is where it's going to be at. Now, I like Wade as a top pitcher when he's maxed out at level 13 in general. But at level 9, he still has the variety of pitches that you want to be really deceptive. A very big looping curveball, a slider that you typically don't want to throw for strikes at level 9, a good changeup, and a two-seam fastball, which I think a two-seam fastball is much more effective, in my opinion, than anything else, right? So that is why Wade is number 8. Okay, it's going. Number 7. It's going to be Fox. So again, Fox, speed, 150. There's a lot of players like Gina in the infield that have really good speed and help on defense. But again, you're trying to steal the extra little bases and get him more of a guarantee. So if you get him on base, he's going to be able to steal, unless you get picked off, of course, or you're going against Carlos. So again, Carlos at level 9 is pretty solid. Not on this list, though. But the ability to get that extra base is super crucial in the lower levels. And again, you're not always playing against really solid players. So having that stolen base second, stolen base third gets you better in scoring position a little bit faster, especially with a single or a bunt or something like that. So that is why Fox is number 7. Number 6. It's going to be Josh. Now, Josh is like one of the newest pitchers in the game, a.k.a. Justin Verlander. And I don't really care about his stats too much. It's not really important, right? None of the stats are really important. The velocity, I guess, is, and that spin is. It makes him really ridiculous. But the fastball, four seam, circle change, and curveball, those two deliveries make it really difficult right now, even at the top levels, to be able to find his pitch rhythm. He's so new and deceptive. And, of course, his tempo where, after a breaking ball, he throws a faster four seam. It's right now at max level is hard to hit. But at level 9, he's still very deceptive. So that's why he's number 6. You have Murray as your catcher. Again, he's one of the very first epics you get in the game. So you're going to get him leveled up faster than most players anyways. But having that extra power, say, over Nia, again, because pitching matters, but Nia's main ability is the spin, better than Matthew at level 9, because, again, level 9 players, lower level players, the changing of different velocity and skills doesn't always necessarily work. So I think getting that extra little offense with Murray, with 2 runners on, you bat him 4th or 5th, in my opinion, if you're going to use him. That guarantee, if you go 1, 2, 3, you're going to have 2 batters on, or you're going to get 1 single in the top of the inning, top of the 9th, bottom of the 9th. The next inning, you're going to have 2 runners on, and he's going to be up. So Murray is number 5. Number 4. Shotaro. Shotaro, again, for me, isn't that difficult to play against. I've been able to see him enough times where I can do pretty well against him. But the idea, obviously, is that he's better than an effective pitcher by himself. But the ability to hit makes him probably the best pitcher at level 9 if you're able to get him and you're going against other rookie players, right? So that is why he's so high up, because he's a dual threat, obviously. Good stats in hitting and pitching overall. Number 3. Gibson. Again, one of the first legendary cards you get, besides Annie and Roger, possibly, and Ryan. But again, that power, contact ratio, speed, throwing, fielding, not really important. But the idea of you getting hits with that fiery line drive, he's going to get on base, and he's going to hit some home runs for you as well early on and often. All right, number 2. Annie. Annie, high contact, high speed, right? Putting her in center field, again, necessary to get on base, so putting her at that leadoff spot, right? Leadoff spot, and then you follow that up with Fox, and then Gibson. I think those top 3 in the early stages of your baseball / career, she's going to get a lot of singles early on, and her speed in the outfield is definitely going to help you in the gaps, in my opinion. So Annie, number 2 in level 9. All right, and that leaves just one player to go. That player is going to be Kevin. Contact, power. Power increases when you put him in the 4th spot, which makes him one of the better offensive weapons in the game. Now, again, Tom is a pretty offensive weapon, but he's so terrible at everything else, you can't even have him in your lineup. But Kevin is, again, he's one of those players, one of the very few players in the game where people actually literally pitch around him. They will walk him because they're scared of that extra 6 power. And, is one of the most feared batters in the game in level 13, as well as even in the beginning, level 9. He's going to get you those solid hits. So there you have it. The top 10 level 9 players. Again, 88 players in total. Your list can be a lot different than my list. Tell me what your list is all about. Thank you again for watching another Lefties 2 podcast. See you next time.